Don't you think I've suffered enough? Don't you? But right now, I'm kind of just like, I've got a word. 2027! And I've officially completed the series. Hi guys, welcome to this week's reading vlog. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I missed you so much. Guys, I just changed up my thing. I just changed up my intro. Did we like that? In this week's video, I'm going to be continuing / finishing every series I'm in the middle of. I am sure I've started about 25 plus book series in the past year alone. I have started and stopped so many books. I have started the first book in a series and not continued it. I am in the middle of 100 different fantasy book series, and I'm just really sick of it and ready to complete a lot of the series that are on hold right now. So I'm starting the series where we finally finish the books that I keep thinking I don't have enough time to get through, and I keep getting sidetracked before I get to finish. The first series I'm going to be continuing is the Hierarchy series by James Islington. First of all, this book is the first book, so how have I not finished the series, you ask? I have been in the middle of this book for 2 weeks and I have not been reading it. I genuinely just put the book down and stopped. Picked the book up, then stop, put the book down, pick it up again, stop. And I've been doing that for like, I want to say 2 weeks, but it's probably been 3 weeks now. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of myself. So we're going to be finishing this book first as the series I'm in the middle of, because I have been in the middle of this read for the longest time possible. This is a 600-page book, and I think that's what was intimidating. And I have been like finally getting into it, especially yesterday. I read maybe 60-ish pages of it, and it was moving fast. I just was not dedicating enough time to it. So this 600-page read is getting finished in this video, mark my words. This is like an academic fantasy. All I know is that we're following this orphan. His family gets killed 3 years prior to the start of this book. He is about to turn 18. He used to be I guess like a royal of some sort of this society that has gotten crushed by the New Republic that has overtaken their society, their world. He is now supposed to be a spy at this academy to spy on one of the 3 regions, because there's religion, military, and politics. He gets adopted and is supposed to spy for the politics against the religion in the military to see what is going on with these unexpected deaths. Obviously, he also has other motives because his family got killed by this republic, so that they have been his sworn enemies for the longest time. And now he's kind of faced with this task of pretending to be someone who he's not, to get through this academy and to complete his mission, and also to try to live a normal life. A lot is going on, okay? A lot is going on as nothing is also going on. He's just gotten adopted where I am. I'm on page 129. So this much into the book, I don't even know how much that is. Where I am in the book, he is just adopted and has just gotten to his new home to train before he enters the academy. So we met a couple of new characters. Honestly, we only really know his new father. Yeah, that's really it. Like, we don't really know anybody. Not much has started. We are kind of just past the first 100 pages in a fantasy book, so I don't have many expectations for the plot. I don't really think anything much is happening, but it is going a little bit slower. I'm just excited to get into it and for like the action part to start. I remember Sarah Caroli rated this 5 stars in one of her reading vlogs, so that's kind of been what's pushing me to get through it, because otherwise I haven't been very eager to read it. Not much is going on. I wish it was a bit more fast-paced. We did in the very beginning kind of see a scene of him, because before he gets adopted, he is like working at this undercover fighting ring, and he like overtakes one of the very powerful creatures that normal humans aren't supposed to be able to overpower in this world. And it kind of like raises his suspicions, and like it flags someone to adopt him, and it flags the government, and he's basically trying to like go under government notice. So like that became a very big problem, and that was like a very interesting part to like follow along. But now we're kind of just seeing the beginning before he goes into training, before he meets the academy people, before a lot of stuff actually happens. And I'm not like hating it, but I'm not loving it. Also, guys, I don't think you guys understand how freaking cute it is. My bookmark is a stick of butter. It's a stick of butter. I think I'm such a low maintenance person because this makes me more happy than anybody could understand. I bought this in my last video. I went to Hosman Books in Boston on Newbury Street. Cutest thing, best $6 I have ever spent. I'm obsessed with this thing, and I put it in as my bookmark for this, and I've been obsessed with it. I love staring at it. So yeah, like that's a plus when it comes to this, but like not much is going on, and I'm not very like entertained or on the edge of my seat reading it. It's kind of just there, and I hope that it picks up soon, because I do want to get through this book in maybe the next like couple of days and finally finish it, because so many people have rated it 5 stars. A lot of people have said such great things about it, and I just really want to pick it up. I've been wanting to pick it up for so long, and I just haven't gotten through it. This is the first book we're reading. I don't think I have anything else crazy to say, but I'll update you guys when something interesting happens. genuinely cannot continue this video without saying I am so tired. There are normal people, there are people with jobs, there are people with lives, there are people with responsibilities, and they're tired, and then I'm here. A lot of people, like, you guys have actually told me how you enjoy how much like energy I have in my videos, and I'm trying to keep that up. And I usually don't really need to put too much effort into it. I just have a very like energetic way of speaking, but I have hit the level of exhausted and stressed that like all my energy is gone, and I just kind of want to read. So we're gonna see how this video goes. Interesting enough, before I have a book update, I have a haul, I guess, of the next book we're gonna be reading. I decided that I might just do like a tandem read. Is that what it's called? Like, I'm gonna read both books at the same time. Anyways, long way of introing the fact that my second book has come in. Let me open it. I got it from Amazon. The book we have is Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. This is the second book in the Rebel Rants series and the last book I haven't read in the series. Funny enough, if you've been like watching my reading vlogs recently, I remember I read Done and Dusted like 2-3 years back, but I've been reading the rest of the series and I didn't ever go back to read the second one. So I finally picked up the second one to finally complete the entire series. I've read it like front to back except for this one. I'm very excited. I don't really I know it's about Ada and Weston. I think these are like direct correlation to the first book, which I read the longest amount of time ago, so I don't really remember much of them, and I have seen their characters in the later books, so I like have a little bit of an expectation of like what's gonna happen in this book. But I've just been very excited to get back into Lila Sage's writing style. She just has a very like fast, addictive, I don't have to put too much brain power into reading it. My problem with The Will of the Many that I've been like having is the fact that it's just a very long book and it feels like I need to like think the entire time I'm reading it, and I haven't had like that instant gratification, instant satisfaction. Like, I'm really just having fun. It feels like we're still very much so in the build-up, even though we're almost 200 pages into it, which I don't hate, and I do want to finish the book, but it's so hard when I just don't have like the mental to just sit there and read a book that I just don't want to read. Then I just end up not reading at all. So I do have this book, and I think we might just start this just so I can have a little bit of like a easy brain break kind of read, and we'll like read them at the same time. I haven't had like any updates for The Will of the Many really. I'm still where I was before. I think I showed you guys I literally haven't touched the book. I was supposed to, and then I was editing, and then I had like today I'm about to do a whole stress dump to you guys. I woke up this morning at 7 a.m. I had driver's ed. I just came home from driver's ed. Driver's ed is about 6 hours every single Sunday. And today I have to, yesterday I was practicing for softball for 2 hours. I have pain right here and right here, which obviously those are my hands, my most useful part. So yesterday I had a lot of pain, and I was just trying to like, I was still moving a lot. Oh, also my wrist. I was still moving a lot just so I could edit. I finished editing. I woke up this morning and my entire upper body has been aching, especially this part. The dishes are unwashed and my mom needs them washed honestly every 2 days, every day. Dishes are unwashed. I have 3 exams tomorrow, not quizzes, exams, and 2 of them are AP exams. 1 of them is first period, and I need to study for that. I need to upload my video that's supposed to go up on Tuesday, and I spent every single like 45-minute break I had during driver's ed trying to figure out how I was gonna get every video up on time and film them. It's been a very chaotic, stressful couple of days, and I'm like so tired, and I think the best way to just go about it is just to be transparent. I'm tired, but I want to read and I miss it, and like every single night I'm like, oh, like I don't have anything to read because I'm trying to get through this book and it's just not working for me. So I'm hoping that this will pick up. Also, I'm just really excited to go back into this series. I'm excited to just like see good banter. I love when I can walk into a book with clear expectations because I know this author and I know that they have great banter. I know that it will be like a fun storyline, and I can do some annotations and I can just fly through it, and that is what I've been craving. So this is our new book in our like romance series that I need to continue. Nothing else for me to say. I'll talk to you guys when I have book updates, when I start something, when I don't. I kind of want to lay down. Oh frick, I have to do my laundry. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs do my laundry, and I'll talk to you guys when I start reading this. Did I switch my butter bookmark? he's her boss. Oh. Should have read the back. I kind of hate that I'm reading this after reading all the ending books, because it kind of feels like we're regressing and we're just meeting like characters that have their own romance books before they get their romance, and I just don't really like it. Like, I hate seeing them when they genuinely hated each other and they were all like very disconnected. And since this is the second book in the series, it's so early on, it's like I know everything that happens after this. It's just weird to like time jump, but I do like how we're just getting to see more of them, I guess. And we open the book on the scene they meet, so like literally the second you open the book is the second you'll get to see the characters interacting, and like that would just be the beginning of the romance, and it will never like lag. It's just so fast paced and easy to get into, and it's like, I don't know, I love the way she writes. I just really love that. I don't know why, but Wes and Ada both feel like two different parts of my own personality and like two different ends of my own insecurities, I guess. Like, I relate to each of them in very specific ways, and it feels like reading about myself in a book and just like two very different parts about myself. And it's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, like I really am enjoying it, and a lot of the stuff that they're describing, Wes's depression and Ada's maybe just like her fear of attachment to other people, like their mix is like, it feels like me, like them two together. You get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's just really interesting and like really loving it. So craziest thing ever in the world, but I actually have an update for The Will of the Many by James Islington. I remember talking to you guys, I had been reading Swift and Saddled, which I've been reading both of them kind of just like at different times whenever I feel like picking either or up. And this book has just been on the back of my mind because yes, I've been getting through it for like 3 weeks, and yes, I was supposed to be reading it, but it wasn't really picking up. Today I took it to school with me only because I don't like bringing books with people on the covers to school. Like it doesn't feel right. So I brought this with me and I was just reading it whenever I had a chance, and I had a goal to just get to 200 pages before the end of the school day. I did in fact get to my goal. I think I walked in this morning around like 230-ish pages, and I've come home on page 234, part 2. After I got to part 2, I closed the book because I want to give you guys a little bit an update. I know there's 3 parts, and this first part has really just been like his training, I guess. The whole essence is that he's gonna join an academy and he's supposed to be a spy for his adopted father. First of all, him getting adopted, then him coming to the place where he would train for this like elite academy. Since it's just like a bunch of people with high will, which is the power source in this world. So it's just a lot of like high members of society. So we've just gotten to the part where he is now on his way to the academy and finally starting his training. But we did find some stuff out while this happened. He met someone from his past that remembers him as the prince he used to be. This person like leads to like this very crazy thing happening, and I don't want to spoil it. It was kind of insane. Like it just literally like took my interest, ran me through it, because after that I just could not look away from the book. New characters are finally introducing it itself. I felt like leading up to this part of the book, it was just taking a while. Like in the most simplest way, I usually give it kind of like a 100-page threshold for fantasy, where it's like, okay, obviously it's not gonna be the most developed. Under 100 pages, it's a fantasy book. 200 pages in, it's just now started to like finally pick up, and the plot I do think like in retrospect is important in that we probably needed all the time we had, but getting through it just felt super slow. Now we are finally picking up the pace. We are finally getting to the academy. One of my favorite things about academy books, like I just like seeing the student dynamics, and like that will introduce really interesting characters. And before, it just felt like we had no characters. Obviously we know Vis, we know his father, we know the trainer, that's all cool, but there wasn't anyone like I wanted to know about. We did find out more about the trainer and like the people who have been taking care of him. That got me. I was like, okay, wait, I actually care what's happening here. Yeah, so a lot of like little pieces have been introduced. Seeing all this stuff happen, he's also taken a lot of notice with the government. He did like this really courageous act, and now like he's a hero. These are like the one people that he doesn't want to notice him, and he's kind of ended up in the very middle of this conflict. I mean, he did meet another character, which is interesting because I have so many characters to update, none of which I'm counting as like interesting. They basically knew who he really was, and they called him by his real name. That was interesting because it was like people from his past life are coming up, people from this new life are coming up, people from the republic that he hates, he's now surrounded by them, and it's a lot of power dynamic stuff. I feel like this is about to become my health channel, guys. Why? My wrist, I was filming a different clip, my wrist is so bad. Like it's literally from my neck here down to my wrist and inside of my hand. That has been like the most sore in a very, very painful way. Like I think there's like levels to being sore. It just aches. I can't move. I keep flinching. I couldn't write in school today. Like I was trying to write and it just was not working because this is my writing hand and I just could not do that. So yeah, I was literally like holding this book and I'm like doing this and this and I was literally, I went so bad. And it's not even like I can't move my arm because I can move my arm. It's more about like holding stuff. Like I can't really hold anything. Anyways, none of that is important. I've just been in pain, but it's raining outside and I love the rain. So I'm gonna turn my lights down, turn on like all my yellow lights, read in the rain, in my bed, in my covers, cozy up, get to this fantasy book. I also do want to revisit some of Swift and Saddled because, well, actually, let me grab that book. We are on page 112 of this book. Maybe like a third of the way through because all of her romances are about 300 pages. We're pretty like a far bit into this book. I do think I could finish it. My priorities are kind of like shifting. I have splitting interest between both the books. Like I want to read Swift and Saddle because like I love her romances. I love this fast pace. I really like the characters and the banter. But I also want to read The Will of the Many because like I'm interested and it's like high stakes and it's fantasy and I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? So now I don't really know what to do. Like I'm kind of caught between two good books. Girl, that's a great problem to have. So yeah, we're just gonna read. I'm gonna try to make good progress with these books. We just started part 2, so I'm hoping by the end of tonight I could maybe be at page 300, 350. I'm just hoping to make some headway. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, anyways, I'll talk to you guys when I have something interesting to say, and I'm done yapping for right now. First of all, I'm acknowledging that I look crazy. I'm reading before I even got ready, before anything. I knocked last night. First of all, on page 335. Why did he just tell one of the students the fact that he's a spy? Why? Am I being pranked? This has to be a joke. Okay, hi guys. I want to give you guys a bit of a reading update. I want to say morning, but it's like 12-ish. I didn't go to school today, so I have been reading this morning. I got about halfway into this book. I'm on page 335. I'm at the point where like I'm doing other things and thinking about this book, but not at the point where like I'm reading this book and I'm like, this is the most interesting, investing fantasy. I'm like so hooked to the plot. It's a cool plot, but I feel like I'm still waiting for it to start. Do you get what I mean? Like, it just feels like I'm still waiting for the plot to do something. Obviously, like, he's been sneaking around the school and he's been meeting new people, and obviously there's like a build-up happening, but it feels like we've been building up for half the book, and I don't know when we're gonna get to the point where like I am so invested in exactly what's happening, thinking about the story. Obviously, like, there's a lot that hasn't happened, a lot about his identity that hasn't been revealed, a lot about other people's identity. We don't really know what he's even looking for, so like obviously there's a lot to be found out, but right now I'm kind of just like, ugh, I'm kind of bored. And then Swift and Saddled, I haven't really touched. I don't know, I've been having like a weird-ish morning, and I'm just trying to like get into the groove of reading. But I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna read some, and I want to get maybe like 450-ish pages today. I do want to finish this book. I know I can do it. I can do it. I don't know if I will, but I'm missing it. I'm kind of wanting to pick up something easier. My mind is like half on The Will of the Many, so like it's hard to like split my focus because I'm really thinking about this book. But I do want to read something kind of like low effort, and I don't have to put too much thought into it. So I think we're gonna revisit this one for a little bit, see if I can make some like good progress with it. And I don't know what my goals are for today. We're just gonna read and see what happens, see what goes on. I'm enjoying like the books we're reading, and I'm happy that I have some books to occupy myself. So I don't have any more like updates or anything. Actually, if anybody's interested in all the health stuff we've been talking about, I stayed home today because I woke up this morning. I knew since last night I was not going to school. Honestly, I feel much better. I just feel like super tired, and this part of my hand, like right here, is in a lot of pain, and it's like really bad because like obviously I can't even hold a pencil, and I was trying to like eat my cereal this morning with like a spoon. It was not working, bro. It was not working. I'm just tired. I just want to lay in my bed and read all day, so I think that's what we're gonna do. Overly confused. He's trying to teach her how to like drive stick. I don't get it. Like, what he's saying, it's confusing me. Like, I don't understand what he's saying. It's like he's speaking gibberish. Making my head hurt, bro. Guys, it's getting so cute now. Like, we've finally broken over the part where like, I don't know, I've noticed a trend in her books where there'll be like the first half where they don't really like each other, they're not really certain, and then something will happen and they'll just become the cutest, most like little touches, little glances. And then it's good because I don't really think she's too much of a third act breakup lover, so you kind of just know like, okay, like it's just gonna be cute for the rest of the book. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my food, keep reading. Am I reading right now? No, but I want to give you guys a little bit of an update of just what's going on because I'm watching this new booktuber that I literally just clicked on her video. I remember I saw it on my like recommended, and I had put it on my watch later because I abused the watch later. I just saw the video again. I was like, okay, let me click on it, and now I'm going through all her videos, which is only 2, but gonna be waiting for the next one next week. And I want to show you guys because it's Libby Mercer. I know she has a TikTok, but I know this is like her first YouTube. Guys, first of all, this thumbnail, so freaking cute. Whole channel, so freaking cute. Love this. Love it. Love whatever this is, everything this is, I'm obsessed. So yeah, I've been doing that, and then I've been editing a TikTok, and yeah, her vlogs have such a nice mix of everyday life and reading, and I want so badly to like find that mix. So like she's so inspiring right now. So yeah, anyways, not real update for you, just go subscribe to that, and hopefully the next time I talk to you guys I have read a book or finished a book. They're going on their first date. Okay, every time I open a Lila Sage book, I kind of have like an expectation to like walk into the book, really just enjoy the dialogue. Like that's one of the winning factors for her books for me. And something about this book, I just don't like the way they speak to each other. And I don't really have like a good reasoning behind it. It's not like there's like one thing I can pinpoint, but it feels like the way they speak kind of like cringes me out a bit. It's like real people don't talk like that, or like they do talk like that, but it's like kind of like cringy. Like I don't know, like I hate feeling that way because I think it's like a good layout and I like some of the scenes they're having and a lot of like the little moments, but I feel like the way they speak and like their back and forth is just like a hard read. Also their pacing is kind of off because like I know it's like a faster book because it's only 300 pages, so obviously it would progress, but I feel like the time of them not really knowing each other, it was very slim. I get the plot of, oh well, I feel like we've known each other for years and we only just met, but it doesn't translate as if it's just like, oh, I just feel like we've known each other for years. It's more like, oh, we actually have known each other for years, or we just skipped a bunch of like development. It feels like we're skipping ahead in a way and like we missed something and there should be an extra 50 or 70-ish pages of the book. But also saying that I'm like not really enjoying the dialogue between them, so I wouldn't want there to be more of the book. It's just those two things are kind of like heavy on my mind right now. But I am on the last 90 pages, so I have gotten through it. I'm happy that this is like an easy read, but like, I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would. Just kind of sad, but first of all, I take back everything I said about that third act breakup. I'm majorly disappointed. I'm like, what are we doing? That's all I feel. What are we even doing here? Because this is it's like an issue, but not really. And the way she's going about it, I'm like, girl, wrap it up. Like, you need to tee up, please. Please. You say you're not nice or warm or bright or any of these other stupid freaking things that people use to describe the sun, but I never asked you to be the sun. I would rather have the moon anyways. I'm the moon, you're the moon. And I'm the tides, you pull me in without even trying. I come to you willing, and I always will. That was cute. I was hating, but that was really cute. That was really, really, really cute. Okay, that was cute. That was really cute. Wait, it's done. How long does that last? Okay guys, let's talk about Swift and Saddled. I just finished, and like I don't have any crazy thoughts or feelings when it comes to this book. I think I know what I'm gonna rate it. I've like kind of been sitting on a 3-star for the longest time. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't like obsessed with it, and I didn't really enjoy reading it. Like reading it kind of just felt like I was just trying to push through and like go through the motions. And there were some like cute moments, I think, but overall it's not really a book like I would revisit, and I wasn't obsessed with the way that Lila Sage took the plot. It was supposed to be like he's her boss and all that stuff, and like obviously I didn't think they need to abuse that storyline, but they didn't really mention it like at all. Like they were boss, and then at the very beginning she was like, am I really falling in love with my boss? And then that was like kind of it. And they said it randomly at the end of the book, and I was like, yeah, but like that can become a problem now if it's never been a problem before. Also, some of her stuff, because I guess Ada used to be married, so something with her husband happens at the end that felt so like out of left field, because her husband hadn't gotten, like, he'd been mentioned, but he really wasn't like a character that you would think to worry about in the end. It worked, but I just felt like it needed more development, and maybe it should have been longer. But also, I don't really know how I feel about it. I think I'm just gonna give it 3 stars because I did enjoy it. I enjoyed some of it because it's a Lila Sage book, and it was good. It was okay. And 3 stars isn't even like a bad rating. It's just like, it was okay. I enjoyed it, but I don't think like I would revisit that book. And like, those are all my thoughts. I'm gonna go back to reading The Will of the Many because I really haven't touched that book today, and I'm happy that I finished one of my books. So now I'm gonna go back to reading that. I think the part we're at, I don't even remember. All I know is I might have actually given you guys an update, but we're kind of like in, I don't know. I don't really know where we are with that book, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm gonna go back to reading that, and hopefully we can make some progress. Like I've said 600 times in this video. But I am happy we're done with this one. And I've officially completed the Rebel Rants series. This is where I'm gonna be for the next, I don't know how many hours. I'm on page 436, and I want to almost finish this book. Today, I just got home from school. It's getting interesting enough. There were some jaw-dropping moments when I was at school, I'll just say that. Like, certain things actually took me off guard, and I felt like I was genuinely invested in what's going on. Now I'm really following the plot, and it's been entertaining, to say the least. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I like the characters that have now become like his friends of sort, and I like where the plot is going, and I'm hoping it goes a little bit faster because it's been picking up speed. Let me give it its credit. It's been picking up some speed, but I wish it had taken 100 pages less to get here, but whatever. That's just me. Okay, bye. I'll talk to you guys hopefully when I'm on page like 500, 600, I don't know. Oh my god, you don't understand. Like, you guys just missed it. Every single time I turn the camera off, something crazy happens. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I just have like a question, because this is like so like emotional when it comes to fantasy, but this book, like this entire book, he's been supposed to be spying for these people and they've adopted him, blah 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 blah, but I feel like they don't have his best interest at heart at all, which kind of makes me sad because I'm just reading it and it just feels like he's an asset to every single person, and he doesn't have a motive other than not getting punished for not doing what he needs to do. Like, he doesn't have a, oh, like I want to do this, or I want to save my family, or I want to avenge his death, or I want revenge. It's kind of just like he's just doing it to do it, and nobody really cares about him. And I've liked the group of friends that he's like surrounding himself with now, and it feels like they like him. Other than that, it kind of feels like so hollow when it comes to him, that it makes me upset. Like, all these lengths he's gone to, he's done these crazy things, he's gotten himself injured and like almost died 100 times, all for people who he really like doesn't even really need to help for real. Like, he got adopted, but like they only see him as an asset and nothing more. And I keep thinking maybe they'll hit at like some kind of family plot line, like they care about him, but like it's just not happening. And it's making me kind of sad because it's just so sad to witness, and like hollow, and like he doesn't have true family or anyone who cares about him even this late on, and he's like doing so much stuff for these people. And it doesn't matter because there's no real gain for him. And I'm like, what are we even fighting for? Like, what is his cause? It just makes me sad to read, because I'm like, at this point, like, we're this much into this book and you don't have a cause for yourself. Like, we're just, but at this point, this might as well be Olsior, which is, I think, how you say his father's name, like his story, or Sadoshia, I think that's his name, or Sadoshia, whose name is now like Relosia or something. Her story, like, it might as well be their book because it's only about them. And it's just like, I don't want, like, obviously they're important to his storyline, but I want to see him grow into himself and have motives for himself, but none of that's happening. And I don't like that. Like, I'm here for this. I'm here for him. Like, I don't really care about everybody else. And it's like kind of pissing me off because I'm just like, I want to see some family. I want to see some found family. And obviously that's kind of there with his friends, but only a little bit. And it's not enough. Like, it's not enough. Anyways, I wasn't expecting to be so passionate about that, but I genuinely kind of irked because I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? The decision may have been by the few, Diego, but it's the will of the many that killed your family. Like, it sounds such a weak quote, but in the context, and like this far into the book, 8. Hopefully you guys don't fall when I do this. Every day of my life is just trying to balance this tripod. I hate when they do this. They'll like say something ominous and you're like, oh my god, like who is it? Who is it? And then the author just won't tell you. Like, don't you think I've suffered enough? Don't you? Don't you? Where's the book? Where's the book? Guess who is home? Okay, guys, I just got home and I want to talk to you about the book we just finished and close out this video. I have like... I finished this book, I think, about an hour ago now, and I finally gotten home, so I had some time to sit with it. And after, like, some part into this, I woke up this morning thinking, I want to get 600 pages in today. 84 pages when I get home, I'll finish it, close out this video, have a whole plan. I got 600 pages in maybe, like, on my bus ride home. From then to the time I got home, finished the book. Honestly, I was in such, like, disarray. The last 200 pages was the best writing ever. Like, I honestly felt it was so slow. So it was just taking time. I was like, oh my god, this is like 500 pages. We're so far into this book. Why are we still going? The last 200 pages, so good. So good, like phenomenal. Like, now I can't really put my mind around what's happening, and like I kind of don't even want to think about it because it's like making me go like psychotic. And why did I Google? This series isn't done. Now if there's one thing I loathe, it's reading a series that isn't done. I'm not strong as you guys. I don't want to wait for the next book. I don't want to wait for anything. I want to read everything the second it comes out. Having to wait because this 4-book series isn't done is so criminal, especially with the way this book ends. Obviously there's another book, but I know it's not gonna be the like ending. And then the third book, which is the one, the something of the one, which is probably gonna be like where he avenges himself, whatever. That book is coming out in 2027. 2027 next year. That's so crazy. Like, why would you guys make me read this if the next book wasn't gonna be here? If every book isn't out, like, why would I do this to myself? And after like this is, I said 600 pages so I didn't go insane trying to like make myself finish it fast. It's basically a 700 page book. 700 pages of despair and doom. And like at some point you stop being bored, and at some point you get so attached to these characters, and like the 400 pages of reading about this man, you really care about him. All of a sudden cared about him. I genuinely cared about him. And then I was like, okay, so like now I care about his friends and I care about him, and he's so amazing and he's saving everybody in his life and they're all betraying him. What is going on? The book ending, criminal, absolutely insane. It's kind of crazy. And like, I'm also confused. Like, I was like kind of just staring into distance because on one part I'm like, my adrenaline is up, everything was happening, it was like left and right, couldn't put it down. And on one part I was like, wait, what just happened? Like, I know what happened until the very end, and I was like, Well, I took a video of that part, but I think I'm gonna take it out because I think it's a spoiler. I was very confused. I had to Google what it meant, what that one word meant. And then I was like, okay, so where does that leave us? What does this mean? Like, I don't get it. It's a very confusing ending, but like, it was so crazy. The end, oh my gosh, like, I think some part along the book, I kind of started to construct like very generic fantasy plots. And a lot of fantasies follow a very familiar plot line. So when I was going through it, I was like, okay, this is what's gonna happen, and this is what's gonna happen, and this is gonna happen. None of it happened. Actually, everybody I thought was gonna betray him didn't, and everybody I thought wasn't gonna betray him did. I don't know, like, I'm just confused. Like, this story is so much more than I thought it was gonna be, and I thought this was gonna be a standalone. I thought this was gonna be like, it would finish all in one book, and at the end I'm like, wait, when is this gonna wrap up? It doesn't, because this is genuinely the very beginning. It's 700 pages and it's only the beginning. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Anyways, I don't know how long I've been talking. I'm sitting on a rating. At first I was like 4 stars, and then I was like, the ending though, the last 200 pages were gold. And if I acknowledge it, honestly, the entire book is gold. I just like was impatient getting through it, and it's very long. So when it's like this big of a book and you're like only this much through it, you're like, okay, like, let's hurry it up, let's do this, let's do that. But all these puzzle pieces construct along the way, and like also there's a lot of open ends that haven't finished, but like I'm giving, honestly, this was only the first book in the series, which I didn't know, so obviously it wouldn't be like tied together all the way. I had wished it would go by faster, and I think maybe it was just the fact that I was just intimidated by the book. Now I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. I think I was sitting at a 4-star, and now I think I'm on a 4.25 star. It was great. Like, it was very good. I see why this is so many people's 5 stars. I care so much now, and that will like inevitably happen, but like, I just halfway through and like all this stuff, I'm thinking, I need to finish this, and I think I did ruin it a bit for myself because I was just like forcing myself to get through it, because I'm like, okay, I'm filming this, I'm filming it. I'm happy because that pushed me to complete it. I was like, this book needs to get done, and it did. But like, I genuinely enjoyed my way. It was so fun. Oh my gosh, like, I'm like shocked. Like, that's so crazy. Wow. Anyways, this is done. 4.25 stars, I think. What other book did we read? Swift and Saddled. I literally completely forgot about that. Swift and Saddled, I think I give like 3 stars. Wasn't my favorite, but it was a cool book. We had some cool books in this video. So tell me if you guys liked this video idea, I guess, if you want it to be a series, in the comments, please, so I can know what you guys want to see from me so I can make it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun filming this. I had a lot of fun reading with you guys, and I thank you so much for watching. I love you, but God loves you more, and I appreciate you, but God appreciates you even more, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.